Hi team, welcome back. This is episode 3 of Due North, and I am in the Isle of Skye, absolutely loving it, except for one thing, one small problem. The weather sucks, absolutely sucks. I've wanted to do a few things that I've not been able to do, that I've had to postpone so far, but hopefully throughout the week I'll be able to pick these things back up. The Old Manor store is one of them. The Quiraing, I was at the Quiraing this morning. I wanted to go take a photo of a tree. I ended up just having really bad weather. It's not looking great though. In the forecast there's thunderstorms for 2 days, and then there's snow for 2 days, and then today and tomorrow it's rain. So I don't know, we'll see. Let's see what happens. I mean, I might have to take you places without talking because there'll be too much noise, or I don't know, there'll be things going wrong. So you might have a lot of video without me talking, which is probably for the best, to be honest. Yeah, let's go back to the Quiraing. I've just stopped off in Portree to pick up some groceries, and then yeah, we'll go back to Quiraing now and see what's going on there. I might be able to get the photo of the tree. It's not going to be a sunrise photo, which is what I really wanted. I might be able to get the photo anyway, as long as this this rain's not going to hold off. We'll see, we'll see. Let's go to the Quiraing, see what happens. Nope. Yeah. I saw a little clear patch on the way here, but nope. I mean, I could do it. It's a nice walk, but I'm not going to get any photos or video out of it. I'm going to get very wet. I wonder if I could just chill for a bit, have a cup of coffee. See if it clears up. Let's do that. Let's have a cup of coffee and see if it clears up, and then if it does, we'll go for a walk and we'll take a picture of that tree. And if it doesn't, we'll try again in the morning. Let's do it. This weather's not doing anything. It's not changing. It needs to change. I'm going to enjoy my coffee. I'm going to watch the people in their waterproofs enjoy their walks, but I'm not going to go for a walk until I can get a picture, because this is quite a long walk. The other thing is these Highland cows. I mean, they've got to be here somewhere, but I've seen them at a distance. I haven't seen them up close. And the other thing I haven't seen up close that I've been promised is here somewhere is a wild haggis. Anyone seen a wild haggis anywhere? This little adventure of mine, this little journey in Kofifernweh, due north, where I'm heading towards the Arctic to try and tick off as many Scandinavian countries as I can this winter, after Scotland, is going to take me back to the UK, just so you know what's going on. Back to England from Scotland, where I need to tighten up the van and make sure everything's ship-shape and ready to go, get a service and MOT, and a few other bits and pieces. But then after that I'm going to be heading through the Eurotunnel, turning left and into Denmark. When I get to Denmark, I'm going to get a ferry to the Faroe Islands, so there'll be a week or so in the Faroe Islands, landing in Tórshavn, and then after that off to Iceland. Iceland will be about 2 weeks, landing in Seyðisfjörður and taking in as much as I can of the ice, the glaciers, the waterfalls, the snow, because there's going to be snow. It's snowing there now, in fact, and hopefully the volcano. Although the volcano that's erupting sort of comes and goes. It's taking its time. It's awesome, but it comes and goes. But there's another volcano that's getting ready to go, so I need to keep an eye on that. But the whole thing, the reason, the rationale behind what I'm doing is all to do with what society tells us is right and wrong, and all that sort of stuff. And people go and get a house and get a mortgage and get a job and do these things that make them successful, because that's what society tells them is success. But I'm looking at different elements of society and what makes me happy and doing the things that make me happy, because sure, you can go get a mortgage and you can buy a house, but can you buy a home? You can't really buy a home. A home is a feeling. Home is inside of us, and it's wherever you want it to be or wherever your soul wants it to be. So my home is here. This is my home right now. You can buy a house, but you can't buy a home. You can buy a doctor, but you can't buy health. You can buy a clock, but you can't buy time. You can buy a bed, but you can't buy good sleep. And all of this comes from within us. And society tells us what we need to do to be happy, to be successful, but these things aren't actually true. This is just the status quo. This is why banks make money. This is why big companies make money. It's because we're doing the things that we are told are the right thing to do, the thing to be successful and to make you happy and to live your life by, but that's not true. This is what makes people happy. Getting experiences and doing the things that you really want to do and the things that you're passionate about. And it might not be to get in a van and go travelling, it might be something else, and whatever it is for you, go do it. Go and do the thing that makes you happy. Don't do what society tells you you're meant to be doing. Do the thing that makes you happy, because you only get one shot, one opportunity. That's a lyric, I'm sure that's a lyric. But anyway, you get one opportunity. And if you want to sit in the rain in Scotland and wait for it to clear so you can go for a hike and take a photo of a tree, then do it. Got an issue. I was doing a washing up just now after I had some burgers, and the water pressure changed, so I've got to fix the pump. It turns out there's a bit of a leak in the inlet in the pump, and oh jeez, which means I've got to be outside. I'll show you a quick look. See there? See that water? There's a leak there. Let me tell you something. It should just need a bit of a tighten up and then it'll be okay, but I don't know. I'll let you know. Let me just tell you something. When you build your own van, it means you know where everything is and you know your way around it inside and out. Sorry about that noise from they're building a bigger car park. Scotland is not doing any good for my hair. When you build your own van, you know your way around it, you know inside and out, you know what's where, how everything works, and that's great. So that means when it comes to fixing problems, you know where to go and you know what to do. And just another thing, if you don't like fixing stuff, don't live in a van. Oh. Oh, right. I'll keep an eye on that. And just listening to my Bigfoot stories is Steve Isdall. Anyway, I'll keep an eye on that, and if I need to, I'm going to have to do some proper work to it. But hopefully, that's fixed. Hopefully. This is just no good. The plan was to go again. We're now 3 days in. The plan was to go get a couple of pictures at the Quiraing, on the Quiraing loop, and the weather is just completely against me. There's no point going because you can't see. I don't know if you can hear the wind and the rain, but you can't see. I can see the start of the trail and I should be able to see the mountain extending out, or it's not really, it is a mountain, it's a landslip. Anyway, I can't see it. There's cloud, there's rain, there's wind, I can't see it, which means there's no point going and making a photo or a video about it. which means I need to come up with another plan. Maybe it's because I'm so high. I'm about 1700 feet, I think, according to the Garmin, and so if I drop down towards sea level, perhaps there'll be less rain. Also, being stuck in the clouds in the rain, I'm having issues with my battery, and so I need to go and get some sunlight to charge it up, because otherwise I can't keep working because I'll have no electricity. Right, let's go do something else. I've decided to venture out in the rain, but not very far at all. I'm on a beach, I think it's called Quiraing Beach, and it's near a village called Staffin, and there are dinosaur footprints there, and it's still raining. But I'm going to go look at the dinosaur footprints. I don't really know for sure whether that was successful or not, because I could have been looking at any triangle and deciding that it was a dinosaur footprint. However, apparently there are 17 on the beach. I found one at the top, and I found 3 definites. 3. But it was really hard because of the seaweed and the water, the rain, the glare from the big blanket of cloud in the sky. It was really hard to actually determine what's what. Definitely got 3, no 4, because the first definitely got 4. Right, this weather is not letting up, and I think I don't know what to do. I'm going to head south towards Fairy Glen, and we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll get to Fairy Glen today, maybe not. At some point I need to eat. That's all I know. I'm hungry. This weather has not let up one bit. I'm here at the, well, in the location, the locality of the fairy pools. I've had enough of this. There is something I can shoot round here. The camera's going to get wet. I'm in this car park at the top of the hill. Fairy Glen, oh sorry, the fairy pools are down there, that way at the bottom. And there's a whole load more van lifers and a car van lifer. But then right there, in those trees, I reckon there's a cool picture. So I'm going to give it a try. I'm just getting my gear ready to do this. This is 100% a Platypod shot, because I want to get right down on the ground, get those lovely green colours. There are mushrooms in there, there's water, I want to get all of that. So I'm going to use this Platypod, put it straight on the floor with the camera on the top. There we go, easy as that. And a 24 to 70 is going to be ideal. I'm going to get wet. I'm not looking forward to that. Let's go. I don't want to get wet feet. I've got trainers on. going on here? Little red mushrooms, little... Oh, look at that! Look at that! Look at this! This is awesome! Right, there's a platypod, and the shot is that way. Somewhere else. Be careful of all this water. Look there. That's what I want. Seriously? Fairy tale or what? Right. There we go, that's what I want. Water, red mushrooms, no sky, just green forest floor. Put you over here. How am I going to do this? I'm going to hold the platypod on the tree trunk. There's another cool looking one over here. Now this is just all green, so I can, if I get the angles right, behind you this time, if I get the angles right, I can have just a whole load of green and cut the sky out and have, ooh, little red shroom. This is really cool. And now I know that you believe me about how wet it is, because I reckon you're looking through a wet lens at me. But hey ho, that's what it is. This is awesome. And I'm getting wet and my feet are getting wet. There's all the other vans. There's Kofifernweh. I left the door open. Idiot! Now everything's going to be wet. Yeah. Nice little forest with some cool bumpy ground and some awesome looking shrooms. How did I get in? Because I need to get back out without getting wetter. Ugh. Scotland rain sucks. Absolutely sucks. This is horrible, horrible, horrible weather. It's no good for anything apart from little red mushrooms. That's what it's good for, nothing else. Now I've got to get out of here because you can see this rain, surely. Look. Okay. On a log. And this is where I'm staying tonight. Right next to the forest with the mushrooms and the fairies. And then hopefully tomorrow it will be nice and dry and clear, and I can actually take some pictures of some landscapes and show you some things off in the distance. You need wiping down. See you tomorrow.
honestly don't know what to do. This weather sucks. I've just been up and scoped out the Quiraing, which is what I want to shoot so badly. The thing I want to shoot, the reason I'm sticking around, otherwise I'd leave Skye. There's other things, there's the Old Man of Store, there's the fairy pools, but I really want to shoot this one particular thing at the Quiraing. This weather sucks. I've been really patient with it, but it's so bad that it's affecting my batteries because I can't get enough charge because I'm not driving enough and there's not enough sun. So yeah, I don't really I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. I've just been up. You can see under where I want to shoot, but you can't see out very far. It's a big sweeping landscape, the scene that I've got in mind. You need a nice clear sunrise, or high clouds with a nice sunrise, to be able to do it, and it's just not looking like it's going to happen. The weather at the moment is telling me that, let's have a look, drizzle all night, snow tomorrow, snow the next day, cloudy the next day, stormy the next 2 days. And those storm days, they're actually earmarked for episode 4. So episode 3 of Due North, well, I don't know. I want this shot so bad. I've got a tattoo on my arm that says "Find a way or make one." So I suppose I should probably honour 20-year-old Dave. I should probably honour 20-year-old Dave, who got the tattoo that says "Find a way or make one."
On team, it's tomorrow. Absolutely nothing has changed in the weather. It still sucks. I thought my solar panel was going to get ripped off because the wind was so bad. So I've decided that's where the walk is. There's nothing to it but to do it, as they say. I can't even see the top of, you can see the first bit. Yeah, but you can't, there's a, there, you can't even see because it just goes into the clouds. Anyway, I'm going to bring you along on a different camera because this camera is too big and bulky and valuable, to be honest. So I'm going to bring you along on something a little smaller. I'll show you what it's like over there. Wish me luck.
I know the wind's going to suck, but here is my input on the Quiraing. Well, this is a massive landslip. Millions and millions of years ago, the Isle of Skye was in the southern hemisphere, along with many other parts of the world that are now up here. And this piece of land, when it got up here, was a little bit out of joint, and it all started slipping about. And you can see, looking at the terrain, you can see where it's actually slipping all over the place. But then there's landslides as well, like this one, or rock slides, whatever you want to call this. And this land that slipped, so this hill here was on top of there at one point, and it slipped to there, and it's made this incredible landscape full of tiny little mounds. It's just really dramatic and really rugged. But here's the thing, when the Vikings, rather fancied Scotland, when the Vikings came up here pillaging, the locals used to hide their cattle and sheep in these gaps, in amongst all these little hills. So like up in that valley, or down behind here, or behind that one where the road is. They used to hide their cattle and their sheep in here from the Vikings so that they wouldn't be stolen. How cool is that? Somewhere around here, so I've just shot the tree that you saw over there. Somewhere around here, there's a pinnacle standing amongst a load of other weird rocks. Oh, this does not look fun. Imagine this goes when I want it. It'll be a fun ride. Yeah, there's a pinnacle. It's called the Needle, and you have to scramble up a bunch of rocks to get to it, and you get a shot. This rain's closing in pretty quick, and there's a rain warning that's just been issued. I couldn't really film a lot of the climb up there because it was up the landslip bit, and like every third or fourth step, every third or fourth step, the land slips, it goes. And it might go a couple of millimetres, it might go a few inches, but it goes. So I couldn't really film a lot of it. But now I'm at the base of the Needle. There it is. But I have to climb past it. Yeah. So I'm going to catch my breath for a minute and then crack on.
Wow, that's a cool echo. I don't know if you can hear that. Hello? Echo? That's cool. Well, there it is, there's the Needle. I've got some pictures of tall panoramas and wide panoramas because I've got my 24-70 lens. I've been shooting it at f8 to try and get as much in as possible. The rain is absolutely hammering the background, but in here it's nice and sheltered, so no wind, which means I'm now very hot because there's nothing cooling me down in this big thick jacket. thing is though, that's the way I came, and I don't know if I fancy sliding back down that. I might walk through, I don't know, maybe there, see where that goes. That's clearly a path. Maybe there's a way out. I'm lost on the top of the mountain. That's not cool. I don't want to get rescued. There's paths, very clear paths, but every now and then they'll just, like here, they'll disappear and go over the other side to nothing, and I've just climbed down this bit from that gap because it was a path, but it's not a path. So maybe I should have slid down the front like I was contemplating not doing. In fact, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go that way. Because if I go that way, it could be anything there, really. There's a formation somewhere around here called the tabletop. At the minute, I'm in one of these little gully things, with all these pinnacles, which is where the Vikings would never have found the sheep. I see it now, but I'm cold and wet, so I would like to get out here and back to the van. These rocks, when you're climbing over these rocks, they're like wobbly teeth, like they're just going. You can tell that the whole thing just keeps moving, just from the landscape, and then one day it's just all going to be down on the floor. Yeah, when it's wet like it is now, it doesn't help at all. But I need to get out of here. That's what I need to do. That was epic. That was up there, one of the best walks I've ever done. Up there with Norway, up there with Iceland, the Quiraing, the prison, the needles, and that little tree. Now I'm soaked. Right, let's warm up and dry off. And that is the Quiraing done. Well, I'm warm, dry, got a cup of tea, changed, the clothes are hanging so I can clean them when they're dry, things are charging, life is good, life is good. Once in a lifetime, as often as you can, trust me. Right, I'm going to head down, out of here, and find some sun, get the solar going, and make a plan for the rest of the day. I've arrived at what hopefully is going to be the next location. It's called the Fairy Glen. It's raining. I'm going to take a quick walk on my own, you're not coming, and scout it out, see what I can actually find here and see if I can shoot anything tomorrow morning at sunrise when it's actually due to be snowing. Oh, this weather. Anyway, it's raining sideways now still. I'm going to take a quick walk, but something just happened. You're going to think I'm crazy. When I go to Norway and Iceland and Finland and places up there away from cities, there's a certain smell in the air, in the cold air. And I can't quite describe it. It's a very fresh smell. Like if it was a colour, it would smell green and white and blue. Anyway, for the first time this year, I've just opened the door to go and do my little recce, and I can smell that smell. And it makes me very happy. I'm gonna go take a walk. Okay, I know, I said you're not coming, but the rain stopped, which means I can do with that setting sun there, which hopefully will dip under that cloud and shine onto this landscape. Even if it's just for a few moments, I'll be able to shoot something cool here. So let's go and have a look. I feel like I've discovered, I mean it's called the Fairy Glen, but I feel like I've discovered something magical. These little mounds are awesome. I don't know how this has happened in nature. How are these formed? I've got no idea. It's so cool. So I feel it. I just want to point out this tripod, I've had it for a while and it was only released yesterday, the 19th of October, so a couple of days ago from the time of release of this video, and I've not been allowed to show me using it anywhere because it's brand new. It was only released then, so I couldn't say anything about it because it was all under embargo. So this is the three-legged thing, Corey 2.0, part of the revamp of the entire Punks range. And it's awesome, awesome little tripod. While I'm shooting this landscape here, the Fairy Glen, I just want to point out as well as pointing out this tripod, that we should leave the world better than we find it. There's this whole movement in travellers and van lifers and camper van people, all these explorer type people, this movement of leave no trace, leave a place better than you find it. So like, you certainly don't leave rubbish behind. If there's rubbish there when you get there, take it with you. And if everyone did that, the world would be an awesome place. So yeah, leave the world better than you find it, so that everyone can enjoy this and continue to enjoy it and it doesn't get trashed. This is cool. This is my job. Wow. Five minutes, 42 seconds. Do you think that's enough? Oh, you can't even see on the screen because of the reflection. You can't even see. Oh, you're gonna have to wait. Oh, no, I'll show you now. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Fairy Glen. it's a miniature version of the Quiraing. It's a landslip. And those stone circles, nothing but tourist trap. Local tour guides tell people that there's some kind of a way of attracting the fairies, but this place isn't called Fairy Glen because of fairies, it's just called Fairy Glen. So that stone circle, it means nothing, but it looks pretty. And now I need to make the plans for the rest of the day. I wonder if the weather's going to stay this way. Maximum solar charging. We'll see. Right, let's hit the road again. Baby cow. Hi! You okay? Hi! You want to say hi? You want to see your friends? YouTube friends? Not scary. Not yet. I hope. Ooh, nice and scratchy. Hungry. Guys, totes a moosh. Have a good day. See you later. Here it is. This is the Applecross Pass, the Blacknabar. Infamous, part of the NC500, and not recommended for large vehicles, motorhomes, learner drivers. I think that was the whole list. But this thing, well, so far so good. I've got the elevation here. I am currently 400 foot above sea level, and the sea is right there. I've got an initial incline up to 1200 foot, then it drops back to 400, and then I've got an incline again up to 1900. I get it. I see what's going on here. It's this is tricky. There's two of you. Come on. There we go. This is tricky. I can see why it's a treacherous road. Not recommended, but you know, I got this. Onwards and upwards. This is one of those once in a lifetime situations. Once in a lifetime, as often as you can. We're not here on earth to close our eyes. We're here to experience things. We're here to get out and live life to the fullest. I wrote quite recently on my blog about the meaning of life, and the meaning of life is quite simple. It's one of the big questions that no one knows the answer to, apparently, but I know the answer. The meaning of life is to give life meaning. We need to get out, we need to experience things and feel things, and it's through these experiences that we grow and we become stronger and we become better people. Wow, what a waterfall. We become, this is stunning, we become one. We get to know who we really are on the inside, and it does something magical to us. Travel does this thing where it kind of pulls us together and it makes us whole. So we should. This road is awesome. I am going to conquer the Black Navarre because I am going to, once in a lifetime, as often as I can. Oh wow, is that where I'm going? There's a gap in the mountain over there. Looks flippin' stunning. There's the sun gone. That was worth it. Come on, Kofi, you can do it. Up you go, up you go. 2.2 litres of German engineered diesel engine versus a 3.4-ish ton house on wheels and an incline of, I think it's 16%. Do you know, this really feels like Iceland. The nature of the mountains, the fact that they're so long, clearly basalts. There's loads of rock falls where they're so weak and slated together because they are made by the magma of massive volcanoes millions of years ago. I might have to do second gear here. And then down the valley there's just tiers of beautiful flowing waterfalls. This really does feel like Iceland.
I have arrived in one of the most beautiful places this morning. When I arrived here it was pitch black and I woke up and there's a rainbow over my head. Don't forget to join me again next week when I'll be exploring the top of Scotland, getting as far north as I can before I have to start returning back south. It's nearly Tighten Up week. It's nearly time to get everything ready for the big trip to the Faroe Islands, to Iceland, to Norway, Sweden and Finland. Thanks for joining in, team. Once in a lifetime, as often as you can.